Hello, and thank you for partnering with MedNow and using our work injury triage program. This video will serve as your training guide so that you are knowledgeable of what the program is, when to use it, and to be informed on how it works. The objective is that after watching this video, you will be ready to use MedNow should a work injury occur at your job site. First of all, let's review what the program is. MedNow is Spectrum Health's telemedicine product. In MedNow, we use technology to bridge the gap between our providers at Spectrum Health and our patients in the community, including employers. We specialize in what is called a video visit. By using your own smart device, you are able to get connected and be seen by one of our Spectrum Health medical group providers. Our clinic has several providers, including physicians, physician assistants, and nurse practitioners. They have been trained in occupational health by the medical chief of this department at Spectrum Health. They are familiar with work injury protocols as well as OSHA recordability. Through our clinic, we are able to virtually triage your injury through a video visit. Keep in mind that this is a triage service, and there will be no treatment plan given nor any medications prescribed. The provider will triage the injury and inform the injured employee to the most appropriate place of care. The hours of this service are 24/7, 365, and you do have to be in the state of Michigan at time of visit. Without jeopardizing the employee's health and safety, our providers eliminate the guesswork behind where the injured employee should seek care, all the while providing the peace of mind and reassurance that the individual received the right care at the right time and the right place. Now, let's discuss what might come out of a MedNow video visit. What is the right care at the right place? During your MedNow work injury triage visit, one of four things might occur. Our first line of defense will always be first aid. Based off of OSHA guidelines, if the injury can be treated with basic first aid, ice, heat, Band-Aid, etc., we will do so. Stepping up in level of severity of that injury, the injured worker will be told they may continue working, but they will need to follow up within 24 hours at an occupational health clinic. Please note that the occupational health clinic you will use for follow-up is based off your company's current protocols and contracts. Please see your HR or safety team for which clinic to use. Stepping up again, the injured worker will be told they may rest or sedentary duty on the job, again with that in-person follow-up appointment at an OC health clinic. And then, for the really severe injuries, the injured worker will be told he or she needs to go immediately to an emergency department or urgent care if appropriate. If the employee does need to go to the emergency room, our providers in MedNow will pre-arrival the employee, meaning we will call the emergency department ahead of time and prepare their providers for the injured worker's arrival. This will ensure that the experience will be very seamless when they do show up at the door. Lastly, please note that this service is for non-life-threatening injuries. Please continue with your company's emergency protocols for all life-threatening situations. So, how does it work? Let's review the process for all those that will be using a mobile device. This would include smartphones, iPads, or tablets. If your company will be using desktop computers or laptops, please fast forward to the next section on slide 7. So the process. First, the supervisor of the injured worker is to call the MedNow phone number as shown on the slide. When you call this number, you will hear the following. Welcome to the MedNow scheduling line. Please choose from the following options. To schedule a MedNow video visit, press 1. To schedule a MedNow video visit for a work-related injury, press 2. Be sure to choose option 2. After choosing option number 2, you will be greeted by a medical assistant from MedNow who will ask for an email address and send you this email urgently. Please note that if you do select option number 1, you will be greeted by a call center representative who will require an email address and send you the MedNow email with a link to start your visit. The email will come from MedNow, and there are a few things to note about this email. Step 1 is agreeing to be treated. Because this is a triage and not a treatment, this step can be disregarded. Step 2 includes a reminder to prepare for your visit. Please have your photo ID ready to show the medical assistant. Note that you may use your employee ID badge as well. You will also see a prompt to download the MedNow app on the device you will be using for your video visit. This is a one-time free download. Please go to your app or Google Play Store and search MedNow to download the app. Finally, click Start Visit at the date and time of your appointment. Once you press Start Visit, the MedNow app will launch. Please select Continue as Guest. This will be the most user-friendly experience for you for your work injury triage visit. A medical assistant will greet you first. He or she will ask you a few basic questions about the injury, including verifying that the injury is related to work. If it is not work-related, the medical assistant will offer the individual a primary care video visit through MedNow if it's appropriate. Yet, it will always come down to patient choice as to where they want to seek care. All that to say, we will get them on the right track of work-related or not. After the medical assistant, the provider will come on the screen and do the triage consultation with the injured worker. During the consultation with the provider, the supervisor will be asked to step out in case any personal health information comes up. They will be asked to step back in at the end of the visit to hear the recommendations from the provider. On the right-hand side of this slide, you can see what your video visit will look like once it's up and running. Again, you will go from the email to the app to your live visit. You can also see Self-View here in the bottom left-hand corner, which you can move by tapping, holding, and moving it around, as well as the screen of your medical assistant or provider. Note that our medical assistants will be wearing medical scrubs and our providers will be in the white lab coats as pictured. You will see the MedNow backdrop behind them, and they will also show you their badge and provide their credentials. Note that the first time that you use MedNow on a device, you will have to allow access to both camera and microphone, which is as simple as allowing access when those prompts pop up. Now, let's look at the process for non-mobile device users. This will include those using a desktop computer or laptop with the webcam capabilities. If your company is using phones or tablets, please disregard this section. Your training is complete. First, the supervisor of the injured worker is to call the MedNow phone number as shown on the slide. When you call this number, you will hear the following. Welcome to the MedNow scheduling line. Please choose from the following options. To schedule a MedNow video visit, press 1. To schedule a MedNow video visit for a work-related injury, press 2. Be sure to choose option number 2. After choosing option number 2, you will be greeted by a MedNow medical assistant who will ask for an email address and send you this email urgently. Please note that if you do select option number 1, you will be greeted by a call center representative who will require an email address and send you the MedNow email with a link to start your visit. This email again will come from MedNow, and there are a few things to note about the email. Step 1 is agreeing to be treated. Because this is a triage and not a treatment, this step may be disregarded. Step 2 includes a reminder to prepare for your visit. Please have your photo ID ready to show the medical assistant. Note that you may use your employee ID badge as well. Finally, click Start Visit at the date and time of your appointment. Once you click Start Visit, you will see another internet browser open up. Please note that MedNow is only compatible with Google Chrome, so this application must be downloaded on the device as an option for internet browsing. Your MedNow visit will pop up in the new internet browser. On the left-hand side, you will see this image here on the left, which includes drop-down menus for the camera, microphone, and speaker. Please select the appropriate setting for each one of these elements. You should see the integrated camera option to select in the drop-down menu if you are using a built-in webcam. Once your camera, microphone, and speaker are all set, look for the green telephone icon at the bottom of the screen. Click on this icon. It will turn red, which means you are now connected into your visit. You will see your medical assistant and the self-view option. You are all set for your visit. This concludes the MedNow Work Injury Triage Training video. Thank you for choosing MedNow.